Hello YouTube. Robert Alvarez, the Psychic Witch, also known as Mr. Lighting and a Fan. Yes, I'm having my beloved café con leche. And I love being reminded that something beautiful is on the horizon. Just one more sip if you please. I like to vary between light cream and heavy cream and whipping cream. Yes, at Chez Robert there's always real cream and real sugar. But we could only find heavy cream today, so I'm making the supreme sacrifice and not going from heavy cream to light cream, but going from heavy cream to extra thick cream. Oh, one would think that it's a sacrifice, but it's not. Anyway, so yes, and certain people in my life have discovered that when I am completely relaxed, everything is so much better. Coffee relaxes me. Anyway, so let me begin this video by saying that right now the time is approximately 7:29 p.m. and the date is Wednesday, August 9th, 2017. Just as many subscribers have become my newest YouTube channel subscribers, to the point that I needed to make another separate list. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Only 9 this time. Listen to me, only 9. How funny. They are Cameron Stewart, Teresa Schaefer, Amethyst Rose, and I must mention Amethyst Rose. She has a unique spelling of amethyst. It is capital capital AMETHYSTTE, amethyst. I love that. It's like rosette as opposed to amethyst or some other kind of set. Reading is by Veronica Rose. Amber in Wonderland, I love that, Amber in Wonderland, who recently created a video reply, or VR for short, of my very first tarot tag, hashtag tarot tag 8, as well as my very first oracle card tag, hashtag oracle tag 7. And since there are not that many oracle card tags, she has divinely inspired me to create a new oracle card tag, which will be my very second one, which I shall also launch in September, along with my very second, as opposed to my very first tarot tag. So I'm very excited about this. Anyway, as far as the remaining new subscribers, Dulce is reading, Cheshire Kitten, Linda Winstanley, and last but not least, Kittens, Weights, and Tarot. Now I know about the kittens, I know about the tarot, but I'm not sure about the weights. So I'm going to find that out soon enough. So let me go back to my index card. I love my index cards. Shout out to Gothica. And once again, I want to lovingly, lavishly, beautifully, and bountifully thank every person, every YouTube channel content creator who has created a video reply, or VR for short, of hashtag tarot tag 8 and or hashtag oracle tag 7. I'm telling you, I am so honored, so happy. The number of VRs has made me happy. The number of people that said they were going to make VRs, I think all of them have already made VRs. Some of you know that there was a series of videos that I uploaded between September and November of 2016, during which I talked about how everything from irritated and upset to disgusted and enraged it makes me when people do not honor their word and don't do what they say they're going to do. And I understand that things happen in people's lives and things change in people's lives, but keeping one's word really is very simple. It really is very simple. It really is very necessary. And it's funny because I have a regular client. She's been using my psychic services since September 2001. And those of us that live in or near the New York City area, we know that that is a very pivotal time. So the people that have been using my psychic services since September 2001, and especially those that live in the New York City area, I give them a lot, because there are still many of us that are healing from what happened on Tuesday, September 11th, 2001. And that healing is ongoing. That, if nothing else, that proves that healing is an ongoing process and an ongoing experience for people. And I remember she had asked me why I deactivated my Facebook page, and I said to her, you're going to need to watch the video and you're going to need to read the blog post. I can't even talk about it anymore. And we all know that I can talk about something to death. I can talk about something ad infinitum. I can talk about something on and on and on and on and on and over again. But when I get sick and tired of talking about it, that's it. It's a done deal. It's like, watch the video, talk to this person, read this blog post. If I can't even think about talking about it, that tells you something. But on a lighter note, it makes me very happy. It makes me very delighted. It makes me very excited. And I've been I keep saying so I need to apologize for that. It has made me very happy that there are so many VRs to hashtag Tarot Tag 8 and hashtag Oracle Tag 7. And I keep discovering them. So it's like, oh, here's another one. Oh, here's another one. Oh, here's another one. So I'm very excited about this, and thrilled and delighted, and I can go on and on and on, and you got that. So there you go. I definitely am looking forward to watching the others, and I definitely want to acknowledge once again my awesome audiovisual person, who is also my amazing computer tech person, because he does so much for me, especially with regards to my videos, and he's always learning and he's always expanding his skills and talents, and he's just amazing. And I've also been asking him to watch these VRs with me, so that if there's anything that the YouTube channel content creators did in their VRs that would make my videos pop even more, and it's something that he can do, then I'm all for it. Now, I want to talk about something else just briefly, and I really have been focusing on the phrase Debbie Downer lately. My apologies to those of you who are named Debbie or Deborah. I find that I have been doing my best to avoid being a Debbie Downer. But every once in a while I need to talk about something that is not necessarily, and I must quote one of the best television comedy series of all time, The Odd Couple. There are times when I am not happy and peppy and bursting with love. And yeah, I truly, the late and great Jack Klugman and the late and great, oh my goddess, I forgot that man's name. He portrayed Felix Unger, and I don't remember his name. That's so bad. That's really bad. That really was the best Odd Couple version on TV. I know that there were others, and they're not on the air right now, and they just didn't have it. Maybe they did. Maybe they could have had it, but there is something iconic, and that's a word that has definitely been on my mind a lot lately, and my lips. There was something very iconic about that version of The Odd Couple, and that is a television series that at some point I would love to watch from the very beginning. I've been enjoying watching TV a lot lately, which is ironic since I haven't been watching TV a lot lately, but you get the idea. So There has been a lot going on in my life, and a lot going on this month, to the point that I've been very tired. I've been very tired. I've slept very little, and I've felt the need to take naps. And I know that I'm long overdue to have another sacred solitude sojourn. And for me, if I'm going to withdraw from the world of men and remain in the realms of the goddess for a 3-day period, I'm not going to have contact with the outside world. I'm not going to want to have contact with the outside world. But I also feel that the way that my life is structured and the way that my professional schedules vary weekly, I need to be able to do that with a combination of divine guidance and with a combination of the timing is right. Since some of you know that I have a side position of employment that is more full-time the 3rd and 4th weeks of the month, it would not be in my best interests to begin having this 3-day sacred solitude sojourn as of tomorrow, Thursday, August 10th, through Saturday, August 12th, 2017. It's a lovely idea, but there are things that I need to do tomorrow and Friday and Saturday that are going to have me interacting with the outside world. Not to mention my full-time period beginning on Sunday, August 13th. So it's not feasible right now, but it needs to be soon. And I think from a metaphysical, magical, mystical, and spiritual perspective, I have approached that point that I do need to do this every month no matter what. And it is probably going to become one of my ongoing spiritual practices. And I need to interrupt myself for a moment and just make sure that my awesome audiovisual person is keeping track of the time, because I haven't been keeping track of the time, which is obvious because, you know, I'm in front of the camera. So I've talked about sacred solitude for years. I've written about it on my professional and metaphysically oriented WordPress blog, This Is Who I Am. It remains one of my personal favorite spiritual practices. It is one of the ones that is very powerful for me. It is very beautiful for me. It's very sacred for me. And as a professional psychic, I am self-employed, and self-employed people are responsible for generating their own income. And some people have thought, well, you might be losing business doing that. I never do. I never lose business. In fact, just the opposite. I come back from that sacred solitude sojourn, and I will usually have 2 or 3 emails from someone contacting me about scheduling a reading. So it's not about losing business. In fact, I think that the more that I engage in sacred solitude sojourns, the more business I generate for myself and the more clients I attract. So I found that having that period of sacred solitude really does prosper me. And it certainly is a wonderful experience. It certainly is, yes, it is necessary for me. It is necessary for my physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual health and well-being. So in some of my videos over the next few weeks, I might look a little tired, and that's probably because I've been doing a lot this month. Ironically, since I am a typical rising sign Leo, and the sun is currently in Leo, I am experiencing a high solar cycle, because I have found that when the sun is transiting in a person's rising sign, it is like a high solar cycle for him or her, or for them. Ironically, my natal moon sign is Aquarius, which is the polar opposite of Leo. So sometimes the sun's transit in Leo is both a high solar cycle and a low solar cycle. Go figure. So I'm going to do that soon, I promise you. And then I'll do a video and talk about the experiences, because I don't think I've ever done that. I know that I've written about my sacred solitude sojourns on This Is Who I Am, but I don't remember the last time that I talked about a sacred solitude sojourn on my YouTube channel. And that's definitely something that is definitely going to happen. Okay, now I want to thank those of you who have already subscribed to my YouTube channel, And for those of you who have not yet done so and you're thinking about it, I wholeheartedly recommend you subscribe to the YouTube channel of Robert Alvarez, the Psychic Witch. And I also invite you to schedule a reading with me if you have not already done so. I am available for readings in person, and that is especially for those of you who live in the New York City and or surrounding areas of New Jersey. I also offer readings by phone and by Skype. And I know that I'm going to have my awesome audiovisual person and my amazing computer tech person look at my Skype just to make sure that everything is working seamlessly. Because if I'm going to offer readings by Skype, then my Skype app on my computer needs to be working flawlessly. Isn't that right? He nodded his head yes. So I'm going to make sure that I tell him to do that, if not today, then definitely tomorrow. And I promise you, he's going to do it either today or tomorrow, right? He nodded his head very quickly, right? He said yes, this is a good thing. And interestingly enough, I have yet to schedule anything in November. It's the craziest thing. I have appointments scheduled this month, next month, October, December. And technically, I have something scheduled in both January and February of 2018. But I have nothing scheduled in November of 2017. I find that so odd. It's like skipping a month, which is okay. But for me to continue giving readings at Catland, I must conduct at least one reading per month. So if I do not give a reading in November of 2017 through Catland, then I will no longer be one of Catland's in-house readers. And that's important because I love being able to offer people a divinely discounted rate, especially for people who want to save a couple of bucks. So with that being said, I want to thank you, YouTube, for honoring who I am and what I do. I want to thank you for watching my videos, commenting on my videos, because that makes me very happy. That makes me happier than likes. Whole lot happier than likes. When somebody took the time to comment on my videos, that makes me extremely happy. And sometimes I've noticed that there have been times when I've commented or I've replied to somebody's comment on one of my videos, and then he or she or they reply to it. There may be times when I might not reply to that reply, which is a reply to a reply to a reply to a reply. And I apologize if that upset you. I know myself very well. I know that I could keep replying and keep replying and keep replying, back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, until it seems like the two of us need to have just talk on the phone would make it easier. But you know what? Maybe that's some stuff that I need to get over, because I'm thinking that I'm annoying the other person in some way, or that I'm distracting him or her, or that I'm getting in the way of him or her doing whatever he or she needs to do. So maybe I just need to reply to the reply and leave it at that. Let the other person stop when they want to stop. You know, I'm going to do that from now on. From now on, I'll let the other person stop when the other person wants to stop. Yeah, that's it. Okay. So have a good night, and I wish all of you many, many blessings of prosperity and peace.